18 Things I Wish My Father Told Me About Life Before I Turned 18 by Vincent Riverside.
Chapter 6. No one is coming to save you. At some point, you have to realize things can either break you or build you, depending on how you choose to respond. No one is coming to save you. Not your mom, not your friends, not a mentor, not the government, not your future girlfriend or wife, not some version of yourself that magically appears years from now when you have it all together. No one is going to walk into your life, take your hand, and lead you to the life you want. It doesn't work like that. Life is not a movie. There's no heroic rescue. There's no perfect timing. If you want change, if you want peace, if you want to become something more than what you were handed, you have to do it yourself. That realization hits different when you grow up without a consistent male figure in your life. When your father wasn't there, either physically and/or emotionally, a part of you might have waited, maybe without even realizing it. You waited for someone to show up, to guide you, to teach you how to be a man, to tell you it's okay, that you're enough, that you're on the right path. But he didn't come, and even if others tried to fill the gap, it never fully filled. That absence created a hole. And what most guys do is carry that hole into adulthood, thinking someone or something will come along and finally make it right. They think success will heal it, or love, or money, or some future version of themselves who's stronger, richer, more put together. But the hard truth is that the healing and the rebuilding are your job. And no one's going to do it for you. It's a tough pill to swallow. Because you didn't ask for the pain. You didn't choose to grow up the way you did. Maybe you felt abandoned. Maybe you were left to figure out everything on your own. How to fight, how to love, how to take responsibility. And now, you're standing in the aftermath, holding pieces you didn't break. But here's what separates boys from men. A man accepts what happened, even if it wasn't his fault, and takes full responsibility for what happens next. You're not responsible for your childhood, but you are responsible for your adulthood. You didn't get to choose the hand you were dealt, but you do get to choose how you play it. And you can either spend your life resenting the cards, or you can learn the game and start playing to win. That's what taking control looks like. I used to think that if I just waited long enough, life would shift. I thought something or someone would come along and finally help me level up. I thought my big break would arrive. That I'd meet the right person, land the perfect opportunity, get lucky. But the truth is, time passes, and nothing changes unless you do something. And most people never do. They wait and wait and wait, until life passes them by. The scariest part of this realization is also the most freeing. No one's coming to fix it. But that means you don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to rely on anyone else to get started. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. All you need is a decision. To stop waiting and start building. To stop hoping and start acting. To stop blaming and start owning. There's a kind of quiet power that shows up when you stop expecting to be saved. You stop wasting energy on what's unfair. You stop looking at everyone else's life like they have something you don't. You stop feeling like a victim. And instead, you get to work. You start showing up, tired, unmotivated, unprepared, but you show up anyway. You figure it out one step at a time. And the man you become from that process? He doesn't need saving. He's built from self-respect, not external validation. He stands on his own, not because life was easy, but because he decided to take ownership of it. This mindset shift isn't about becoming cold or emotionless. It's not about pretending you don't need help or community. You do. We all do. But it's about understanding that you are your own foundation. You're responsible for your mental health, for your discipline, for your healing, for your money, for your purpose. For your direction. Other people can support you, but they can't do it for you. That's the line. And once you stop trying to outsource your transformation, you become unstoppable. You might have grown up waiting for your dad to teach you how to handle women, how to handle money, how to stay calm under pressure, how to control your anger, how to lead, but he didn't, so now it's on you. And as painful as that is, it's also powerful. Because if you can learn to lead yourself, you'll never be at the mercy of another man again. You'll stop being dependent. You'll stop needing someone else to give you a roadmap. You'll become your own example, not just for you, but maybe for the son you'll have one day, or for other boys who didn't get what they needed either. You don't need a savior. You need discipline. You need clarity. You need to be real with yourself about what you want and who you're willing to become to get it. Because this isn't about success for the sake of status. This is about peace. This is about wholeness. This is about looking in the mirror and being proud of who's staring back. Not because he's perfect, but because he showed up when no one else did. No one is coming to knock on your door and hand you purpose. No one's going to drag you to the gym or take your phone away when you're wasting time. No one's going to magically teach you how to lead your own life. That's your job now, and once you take it seriously, once you really own it, you start building momentum. You stop playing catch-up and start playing offense. This isn't about being a lone wolf. This isn't about closing yourself off or pretending you don't need anyone. It's about being the man who doesn't wait to be rescued. It's about becoming a man who rescues himself. Again, and again, and again, until that becomes normal. Until strength isn't a mood, it's your baseline. Until discipline isn't a chore, it's your lifestyle. Until self-respect isn't something you're chasing, it's something you walk with, daily. You may not have had the guidance you deserved, but now you're old enough to give it to yourself. Now you get to build structure where there was once chaos. Now you get to become the man you never had. It's not fair, but it's possible, and it's on you. No one is coming. It's you. Always has been, always will be.